Welcome to Brooks Stadium, and a unique environment in college football because when you see the teal field, you know the Chanticleers aren't far behind. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Chanticleers offense takes the field to start this game off. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And a part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Dropping back, it's Daniels. Setting up the screen. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Chanticleers decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Owls offense will go to work for the first time. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Nice move to keep running. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Ford. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. He'll do it himself. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Looking to pass, it's Sparks. Quarterback moving. Let's it fly. Just threw that one way too far.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. Fitted in the window for the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
He'll bring it out. It's Warren. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The The shot that clears come to the line in the hurry-up. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the shot to clears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Pulls it in. It's 4. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida Atlantic has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Boca Raton. They're up by 7 over FIU.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake.
We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Finds his target down the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Give to the running back. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The shot that clears are in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to...
Oh, he found a space on the right. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives him momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Temple is holding the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. They'll They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. The option look. The pitch. Touchdown, Coastal! Great job by the back on the option. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Got it in the middle. It's Hopkins. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down and 10. Dropping back, it's Sparks. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. The Owls will snap it on first and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He wants it all. And he's going to score. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Creates a little space. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Chanticleers want to pick up the tempo.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They're deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got it on the right. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11.
And that's another Chanticleer.
Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Out of the gun. The running back has it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. This young signal caller just seems to get better and better with each game. He's been turnover-free. They're moving the ball up and down the field. A really mature performance. Back to pass, it's Sparks. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Quarterback on the keeper. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
And the Owls are marching down the field.
And that's a first down. Here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Owls! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Took them a little while to settle into this game, but this offense has it going here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, a little bit of a feeling out process there early, but they seem to have found something. They're going back to the well, and they need to keep that up here on this drive.
Definitely, and they get the momentum going, and once you start getting the momentum going, it's crazy what I've seen in college football. It's so hard to stop it. It takes over, and sometimes it leads to enormous swings.
They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Let's go. To the air, it's Daniels. Pulls it in, it's Edwards. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Chanticleers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up of 3. It's 3rd and 7. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Got him downfield. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll pull it down, and he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. The Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Spartans. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. And the Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
2nd down coming up.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Ford. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Owls. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't...
Continues to fight for yards. Nothing but green grass down the middle. 10. Touchdown, shot to clear. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
Man, what a great way to end the first half. It wasn't a perfect first half, a lot of mistakes, still trailing by a lot, but here's the deal. Now you put yourself in a position, go make some things happen, force some turnovers, play good in the second half. Who knows what will happen?
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Conway.
And the shot that clears will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to bounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Catch in the middle. It's Ford. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his man. It's Hopkins. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Sparks. Here's a heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And you want the interception on defense, but most of the time coaches are preaching, knock the ball down, knock the ball down. It's not because they can't catch. They don't catch well. But the defender's main job has to be separating that ball from the wide receiver. And usually that requires knocking that thing down as the wide receiver's trying to catch it.
Punt is on its way. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game. We're starting to get late.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Chanticleers racing to the line in a hurry-up.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll try the right side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Chanticleers will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Sparks. Makes the grab. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. Gonna run it. It's Ford. He's in open space downfield. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The play action fake. Rushes on him. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up 3rd down.
Got it! He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Trying to barge in. Touchdown Owls! And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem.
Coastal Carolina, 21.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls!
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Florida Atlantic has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Boca Raton. They're up by 10 over FIU.
The give on the option. Turning it on!
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The shot that clears after ripping off that huge run. Let's see if they can do it again. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Well, that's one that DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way. this one.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Back to pass, it's Daniels. Got his man.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the shot to clears are at the line, looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Coastal! Made the grab and took it on into the score. They'll line up to go for 2.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. And this sophomore behind center has been really impressive so far. A most impressive outing. It's as if he's seeing things before they happen, and he has the numbers and the scores to prove it. The Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They get him on the ground, but he's got enough to give Temple the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Touch pass on the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Throws to the tight end. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, there's no quit in this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Great spot to attack there. Right off the turnover, try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a big play.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. To the air, it's Daniels. Makes the catch. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with the 1st down.
And that's another shot to clear.
Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Looking to throw again. Going for 6. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Tight end trying to get in. They will score. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
So just over 90 seconds to go, and this game's probably going to come down to whether they can recover this onside kick. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. This sophomore behind center has been surgical in his performance. He's been elite, and there he goes. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Hard running there. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. He takes the knee, and it took a while, but they are finally into the win column. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and